Hey, Natalie, do the ring. I would like the ring back.
No, I will not give you the ring. No. I'm sorry. I deserve to have this ring. I suffered enough. Enough.
Natalie said, "That's my ring. After all of this mess, I paid for it." Period. As we know, Mike broke up with Natalie on the day of their wedding. Now she's preparing for a long journey back to Ukraine. And for some reason, Mike felt like this was the right time to ask for the ring back. To be real, if he didn't give it back to her in the first place, neither of them would be in this position. So in my opinion, he should just let her have it. The interesting part about this episode is that even when Natalie left, all roads kept leading back to Mike's house. In a minute, you'll see exactly what I mean by that. Plus, we're gonna talk about a couple that I have never covered before, Andrew and Amira. To be honest, they've never really piqued my interest until now. I'll tell you why in just a few.
I really did my best.
Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. Let's go ahead and jump right into Mike and Natalie.
Today was supposed to be my wedding day, but it's not. After I realized that we're not getting married, I couldn't stay in the house, I couldn't even look at Michael, so me and Tamara are driving to Seattle and staying in motel tonight so I can fly to France tomorrow.
Once she gets to France, she said that she's gonna try to find a bus or train that will get her to Ukraine. Now, before Natalie got in the car, she did give an apology to Uncle Bo for the way she treated him at first, which I thought was really nice of her. But the way she ended their conversation, it caught me a bit off guard, although it was very honest.
You're a nice man. I wish you all the best.
Oh, I love you. You be careful out there, okay?
I wish you a good stay, and
We'll keep in
I'm
touch.
sorry, I will not keep in touch with you. I'm sorry, Uncle.
Okay, all right, huh?
I cannot.
All right, okay. Well, have a nice life, okay?
Thank you. You too.
That's probably the first time I've ever heard someone say have a nice life and really mean it. Oh, and then here comes this creepy shot of Mike standing on the porch. I don't know why it looks creepy, but it does. And you can tell he is stressed. He tried to apologize to Natalie, but of course, she wasn't hearing it.
You sent me home during the quarantine. I might get sick. Thank you to you. What is your sorry? I don't understand.
Sorry about everything.
Okay. Find American girl and be happy, okay? I'm sorry, I will not contact you, okay? So could you just go, please? All the best.
Natalie might have thought that was the last time she was going to see or talk to Mike, but then here comes an interesting turn of events. Here's the first one. After Natalie and Tamara hit the road to Seattle, Tamara got a text from Mike saying that he forgot to give her his credit card for their hotel. The room is already paid for, but once they get there, they have to show the credit card for proof. So they turn around to go get the credit card from Mike. And that's when he brings up this damn ring. The ring that's been causing trouble since Natalie threw it at him last season.
Hey, Natalie, do the ring.
I will not give a new ring. It's your decision to break up with me. I have my room to keep the ring.
I would like the ring back.
No, I will not give you the ring. No, I want to keep it and to remember how much pain it costed me and how much suffering I've been through. I want to remember it.
Now, I personally wouldn't want to keep a ring for that reason. I would be trying to get rid of everything that brought negativity into my life, especially if I'm trying to move forward. But that's besides the point. Regardless of why Natalie wants to keep the ring, Mike should just let her have it. I mean, dude, you called off the wedding on the day of the ceremony. That's the least you could do. After telling her that she was just going to sell the ring, he asked her to get out the car so they can talk. And he also asked her for a hug, both of which she said no. Shortly after, she burst into tears and told Tamara to pull off. Oh yeah, by the way, poor Tamara. This woman was in the middle of all of this.
Tamara, please go.
Can I please have that ring back?
No, Tamara, please. Tamara, please go.
Natalie.
Tamara, please. Yeah, that would just hurt more to give you a hug. Oh, give me a hug. You give me a hug.
Well, next week, Natalie and Tamara finally make it to Seattle. But, once again, they have to turn around and go back to Mike's house.
We have room reservation.
Unfortunately, I can't take her to another person's name on it.
You might have to go back to his house.
I'm out of options. Worst day of my life.
We're here.
Oh my God.
What's happening here? Why is this happening? Is it all by chance or what? Y'all, if these rumors are true, that they eventually got married after all of this, I wouldn't know what to say. We just have to wait and find out. But this is pretty wild. Let me know what you think. All right. I don't know what's up with men this episode asking for rings back, but Andrew did the same thing to Amira. And this comes after he literally had her out here risking her life to see him.
He was a good person.
My flight to the US is in a few hours, and now Andrew's telling me it's not working out between us.
I thought he was the one.
I don't know why she thought that. All the signs I saw pointed to the fact that he's not. But before we get into why they split, let me give you a little backstory. Andrew attempted to bring his French fiancée Amira to the US before their K-1 visa expired. But due to the coronavirus travel restrictions, they faced a lot of complications. He first came up with the bright idea of Amira flying to Mexico and then entering the US from there. That didn't work. She ended up in a detention center for 3 days. After that, he pressured her into another dangerous situation by telling her to go to Serbia and then try from there to fly into the US. Love had her so blind that she agreed, which leads us to where we are now. Amira's 14-day quarantine in Serbia is over. But the night before she was supposed to get on the plane, she and Andrew got into it. The fight stemmed from a previous conversation Amira had with him about not having kids until they're in a good place in their relationship. Andrew took that as Amira saying he is not fit to be a dad, which wasn't the case.
He's telling me it's not working out between us. We are not on the same page about having children. I am so hurt right now because Andrew is the man I want to spend my whole life with. And to be yelled at by him and to get mean text messages by him, I am in shock right now.
He even tried to manipulate the situation by texting her a ticket to Paris, saying that she has 2 choices, to get on a flight back to France or a flight to America. Now, this is a woman who has gone above and beyond during a pandemic for him. And let's be clear, a lot of women would not have done what Amira has done. And now he's sabotaging it because she doesn't want to have kids immediately. I mean, after this argument, I see why she doesn't. But I will say this, Andrew must have some secret juice or something that we don't know about. Because after the fight, Amira was still about to board the plane to the United States. But thankfully, her body stopped her.
I checked my bag and I go to the gate. And then he calls me and he's telling me, okay, but I'm still upset, you know. You're gonna meet an angry fiancé. I have a panic attack. And I become so scared about Andrew's reaction because it doesn't mean I don't love him. It's just a panic attack telling me that I'm in too much pain. So I don't get on the plane to the US.
She told Andrew about her panic attack, expecting him to be concerned. But instead, he asked for the ring back. That's when she decided to go home to France. Meanwhile, Andrew was in California, beating himself up for the whole ordeal.
I think that I failed. I think that I up.
Look, sometimes you just have to accept. If it's not working, don't force it. The 2 of them definitely forced it, and we see what happened. All right, well, while that relationship is over, next week, we have a few couples making it official. Hazel and Tariq are getting married, as well as Rebecca and Zied.
I'm so sure you want to go through with it?
This isn't exactly how I thought I might feel on our wedding day.
I know Rebecca is nervous, but I can't wait to see her.
Guys, I need to hurry and put the dress on. What are we doing? My dress does not fit.
Oh my god.
All right, 90 Day Fans fam, make sure you stick with ET because as usual, we are covering it all. I will see you next time.